Hey guys, Jimmy Zane. We're back with Chasing the Mic, and we are talking to the lovely Joyce. Hello, Joyce. How are you?
Hi, Jimmy. Good to meet
you.
you. Yeah.
So you play the harmonica.
I do that. Yeah.
What? I hardly ever see harmonica players, and I mean, I've seen a lot of guys play harmonica, but very few women. What got you into it?
I was 3 years old, and I started to play on the street in Philadelphia. We lived at 50th and Market.
Oh, wow.
And my father used to say, well, yeah, you can go out and watch it. We had a storefront through the window. So they would play. So when the trades came, and I would just play with them. And I helped them get business. They were shoeshine boys. So my father used to say, just don't take any money because they're helping their families. And I lived through the Great Depression. They were all good boys.
Wow.
So they were about 12 and I was 3. So that was the story. And I learned from my uncle, Morris Rose, who's deceased, but he played for Disney in the early cartoons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he played
really
a lot of
cool.
the instruments. Yeah.
Oh, really?
He did.
Oh, that's
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. I wasn't there. Here.
So is it hard to play the harmonica? I mean, it's not like any other instrument where you're using your fingers to blow. You're using your hand and you're using your tongue to hit certain notes. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah.
So how is it you got this thing here trying to hit them little squares? How do you do it?
Well, I was 3 years old, so it was like easy then. So, but as things grew, at least I knew where they were. You know, you have to know where the holes are.
Now, is there any bands that you can think back to that inspired you to play harmonica?
I was too young to know about the bands, but American Bandstand was across the street from our house. So
Oh, wow.
my mother was a musician. She played the trumpet, so you know she was still in touch with it. And 50th Street in Philadelphia then was, I guess, like U Street today. And
Right.
I was pretty little, but I think she still was getting gigs.
Wow.
She played with Eddie Fisher, you know, so she knew people from high school, like the Four Aces, you know,
Right.
and
So-
people like and Eddie Fisher, and she knew comedians like Joey Bishop, and
Right,
the
right,
Plugmans,
right,
and all
right.
Yeah, all those people.
Wow.
They're all classmates.
That's
yeah.
crazy,
They
man.
did really
Wow.
well. Yeah, they
So that's
did.
really cool. You had a mom that played an instrument that went to school with like some
famous
of these famous
who
people.
became,
Man.
They weren't
Wow.
famous in high school, but they became,
They became famous.
They became famous.
Wow,
yeah.
that's really crazy. So
Yeah.
how long have you been doing open mic?
Oh, I think the first one I did was in 2009. I'm sure it was the first.
And then you're still doing it today.
Yeah, I do it as time permitting.
And it's funny because blues is where the harmonica really takes a lot of action.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, it's just to me it's so fun. I mean, I don't know how to play, but I'll sit there and grab one and blow into it and inhale and blow and inhale, and
Yeah.
I don't know really how to play it, but it makes great sound. You know?
Yeah, well, you know, it's just a scale. I mean, when I was little, I was also played little recitals and concerts.
Well, there's different types of harmonicas. There's like
yeah,
what
there's
is
a
it?
lot of types.
There's like what is it like? Does it go by notes or something like G? Or...
There's a lot of keys.
Keys,
and there's
right.
minor keys and there's flat keys too, and there's some flat minor keys. So you can either adjust the harps you have, and you may never play them again once you
Right.
do a thing like that, or you can buy the actual key if you're going to use it a lot, so
Right.
you don't sort of screw up the reeds.
So, a good harmonica. Now, because I don't know nothing about them. A good harmonica, can you change them like the keys, or?
If you have a chromatic, which most people don't play in venues like, you know, bars and
Right.
restaurants, it has a slider and you can play it almost like the piano, and
Oh,
it has
wow.
more keys. But when you play the harmonica, a lot of people like to play in cross harp, and I didn't like it. I played at a thing in Howard County, a church, and I inhaled and I got a mouthful of bugs because you're more inhaling than
Oh,
exhaling.
man.
And I was playing with a fiddle player, and she and I bonded because we were doing the Orange Blossom special, and that's fast, and I couldn't. They're buzzing around my mouth, and finally I just said bugs, and I blew it out. And then 3 tunes later, she saw them all crawling up my face, and she was cleaning. Like they went back.
So how many harmonicas do you own?
Maybe 70 at this point.
70 harmonicas.
Yeah, I have also some tremolos because I'm from Pennsylvania. People ask me to play the polka a lot.
Wow.
I used to play in the schoolyard for my friends. I was good entertainment. It was Philly. Nobody played guitars yet. things tended to vanish, but a harmonica could go in your pocket. It's small.
So what does a good harmonica usually cost? Like a really good harmonica? I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't know nothing about them, so.
Well, I have some Lee Oscars. They're about $38 if you shop, and I'm endorsed by Lee Oscar at the moment.
Really? So you have an endorsement?
I have an endorsement. Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, and they have some festival out in Seattle, so I was invited to go out there at the end of summer. I don't know if, we may go, we may not go, but it was very cool.
You know, to be endorsed by a company
because
you play music is great. That's a really cool thing.
Yeah, we've done that. We did Sennheiser demos, and the other companies talk to me from time to time, but Lee Oscar I felt like was a family company.
Right.
And that he'd still be there, so.
That's great. So you are you here every Wednesday?
No, just sometimes. Once in a while I do it.
I tell you, well, it's definitely good to talk to you. Thanks for talking to us, and definitely like to catch you up here as much as possible.
Oh, thanks very much.
Thank you very much. This is Joyce. I'm Jimmy Zane. Later on, we'll be talking to more people, and you get to listen to some really cool musicians here at Chappies Bar and Grill in Arbutus, Maryland.